Alright, so now I gotta get the ball joint out of this lower knuckle. So it should come right out now because this holds onto the side of the ball joint. It's got a little groove in it, so that's why it wasn't coming out earlier. Okay, I got the pickle fork. Stick that in there, like so. I'm gonna try shocking it a different way. Grab this. Now shock it from the bottom. Put some pressure on that side. See if we can't hit this side. I was hoping to give you guys a show. It's like I'm just getting sweaty. I couldn't get the ball joint to pop out there, so I'll show you. I got this Pitman arm puller. Okay. Got this from, this is an Evercraft. I got this from Napa Auto Parts. And the good news is, it seems to be, you use it with a 3/4 inch wrench, which this is the one that I broke, so I had to replace that. But if you look, I'm actually turning this baby and it's pushing it up. I thought for sure it'd pop out, but that doesn't seem to be what's going to happen today. So I'm just going to keep using this, and it's going to press it. It's going to press it right out, I guess. Well, it seems to be what's happening. I don't know if this is its intended use, but that's how I'm using it, and it's going. I got it out most of the way there, and now I got to deal with this over here, because the only way I'm going to get this out of there is by getting those out and then tilting it and popping the whole bottom out of there. So that's the plan now, is to probably shouldn't stick your finger in there. I'm going to have to take this side off, and then we'll. If you hadn't seen this yet, this is my reciprocating saw, and I plan on cutting these bolts here and here because I don't want to spend another day or two doing this. So I got this is a rigid, it's like a single hand held reciprocating saw, and I got this Diablo 6-inch metal cutting. I got both these at Home Depot, so let's see. Alright, so use this and cut back here on the back side, and the end popped off and shot off down the driveway somewhere. I've used a bungee cord here to kind of tie it up a little bit, but I think what I needed, and I got my jack over here on the other side just holding it up, but I'm probably going to have to cut the other side to get it off because there's too much torque on it and whatever. Alright, well, I had to take a quick run to the Home Depot because well, I noticed that I got that first nut sawed off pretty easy. My blade started getting dull. It felt sharp, but it doesn't seem to be cutting. So I got 4 of these bolts, 2 sides per bolt, and if I'm going to be going through 1 blade per side, I went ahead and got 8 of these. So you know, you can always take them back, and this is a 2-pack, 2 for $10, and these say that they are made for thick metal versus this one, which I think it just said metal. So these are the Diablo blades. I'll let you know how well they work. Here's what I want to show you now. I used my blades to cut through the bolt on each side, over there and over there. I tied it up here with the bungee cords, tied it up with bungee cords, and then, so you can see them over here wrapped around. And I got my jack underneath here so it wouldn't fall too. So what's happening now is I got this, the ball joint right there has a pin that pokes down inside this pinch. What do we call it? It pinches the ball joint. That's what it does. And I can't get it out unless I tilt it out. Okay, so the plan is going to be to carefully remove this lower control arm now. Make sure I don't have anything attached with the these wires here for the ABS or the brakes. Make sure those are tied back a little bit out of the way. Okay, so the plan is going to be to unhook this thing I got holding this and get it out of the way. And then this is sort of like watching Comedy of Errors, isn't it? Alright, now I'm going to lower this. Okay. Alright, we're in the danger zone now. So essentially what's going on is if this thing drops, then the weight of this is going to just come down. Alright, so I'm going to try and move it out a little bit, like that, and just sort of tilt it out. Come on. I was hoping that if I pushed the, should be able to just, come on, tilt it out with that axle's in the way. Alright, so I gotta try and see if I can get this back up in there just a little bit. Just long enough to push this axle out of the way. Right like that. Now I got the axle back. Come on, babe. Oh, why you gotta do me wrong? Okay. Don't you love me? Come on, baby. Come on. Come on, ball joint. It's like I pressed it, but I don't know if I pressed it enough. Maybe I can use that little press and press it just a little bit more. And that's all that's holding on in there. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of ball joint holding on in there. You watch these other guys, they show you what it looks like before and what it looks like after, but they don't always show you what they go through during, do they? So, I think that's probably this 19. Yeah. Just going to push this all the way out. Alright. You know, I love these Nissans, they're great. I did not expect to be doing this to one though. It's a lot of fun, but I would not recommend doing this if you don't have at least a little experience. Like me, I got almost none, so oh, that feels good. That feels loose. Whoa! And there it goes. And that's what I was talking about. This thing, it can just drop right out. So now we got no lower control arm. Look how rusty and nasty that is. That's nasty. And that's how you do the lower control arm. Woo!